So this is something a little bit different to my usual stuff. Now, I'm all about the blogging with my fingertips and talking through my fingertips so you can read my stuff. But I'm going to sit in front of a camera today and try and shake some stigma off of mental health, men's mental health. I see a lot of these posts that go around asking if we're okay. Are you okay? It's okay to not be okay, which is absolutely the truth. But unfortunately, not a lot of people back up the posts on social media. Not having a pop at anybody in particular, I mean as a general scale of things. As men, we're told that we're supposed to be strong, we're supposed to be tough, we're supposed to man up, suck it up, grow some balls, don't cry, men don't cry. Now, I can tell you for myself, I cry, and I fully encourage my children, if they're having an emotional time about something in their life, I fully encourage them to cry too. It's not a shameful thing to cry. For me, it is the rawest emotion that you can possibly feel as a human being. When you strip away all the nonsense and strip away all the layers and you're left with nothing but tears, that's the rawest emotion that you can feel as a human being. There is a stigma attached to it. Back in the day, my grandparents raised my mum and my uncle and my auntie to not cry. It was a sign of weakness. Don't cry. What are you crying for? Stop, dry your eyes. What are you crying for? And it kind of rubs off onto the next generation. So when I was little and I was growing up, if I cried, I was told to don't cry. What's the matter? I wasn't told to cry, and it's fine to cry. It's all good. But obviously we cry and we show emotion because there's a reason for it. Now, whether that be loss, whether that be upset about a certain situation, anger showing itself in a different form, there's many reasons why people cry. And I fully encourage it. Like I said, with my children, if they're upset, if they're feeling emotional, I don't ever tell them not to cry or to suck it up or to dry their eyes. Don't cry. What you're crying for? And I encourage that for anybody that's around me too. But why today am I sat in front of a camera trying to talk to you guys in vlog format rather than writing this to you in a blog, my usual format? It's just so you get to see the real person, really, I suppose. I mean, there's a few of you that know me quite well on social media, and there's a few of you unlucky ones that know me in the real world too. Now, what you see with me is what you get. There's no hidden layers with me. I'm a very jokey person. I'll crack jokes at the most inappropriate of times. It's almost like my coping mechanism. If ever I feel delicate or I feel exposed, I crack a joke. I've even been known to crack jokes at funerals, and that just sounds awful because there's nothing funny about somebody dying. But again, it's purely a coping mechanism for myself. And anyone that knows me knows that anyway. But today, I want to personally reach out, personally, to each and every one of you might be watching this video, and just say that it is okay to not be okay. And I know that sounds cliche, and I know that sounds very typical copy and paste, but I genuinely mean that. If you're having a hard time of life, don't feel you're going through it alone. Reach out to somebody close to you that you know you can trust. Now, I know there's some people that we don't trust in the world and we have as friends, but just reach out to that one person that you know that you can trust, and I'm sure you won't fall on deaf ears. Never feel like you're going through something that you can't get out of. It's a scary world, and it seems to be the older we get, the more scary it becomes. The responsibilities become heavier. The financial strain of the world and the expense of the world becomes more impacted and more well known, and we're expected as the humanity as it stands to just adapt to these things. And unfortunately, sometimes we don't. We don't adapt to these things. We struggle, but because everyone else around us seems to be just getting on with it, we kind of have to go, oh, okay, suck it up and carry on. No, this is not the case. It's not the case at all. Don't ever feel like you can't reach out to people. Don't ever feel like you're on your own. And this might sound a little bit hypocritical of me, because some of you might know I'm going through some of my own personal demons right now, but you best believe that I'm trying my best to get through them, and you best believe that I will get through them. Regardless to what life throws at me, I'm not going anywhere. I've got a lot to be around for. And look, see, tears. This is what I mean. This is what it's all about. It's the rawest emotion you can possibly feel. Just reach out to somebody that you know you can trust, like I do. I have a very small circle of people that I know I can trust completely, and I lean on them probably each and every day. And sometimes just receiving a message from that one person or that group of people that genuinely asks, are you okay? And we're learned as a society to go, yeah, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? To reciprocate the question. But sometimes if you stop and pause and say, actually, no, I'm not okay. And this is why I'm not okay. It might sound a little bit heavy and it might feel a little bit out of your comfort zone. But believe me, if that person is as trusting as you feel they are to speak to them in the first place, they will take that on board and they will offer you a lifeline of help, whether that just be an ear to listen. I mean, sometimes I find I don't want an opinion. I don't want an opinion at all. I just want someone to listen to me. And just speaking your feelings out loud makes them real. It gives them volume. And sometimes it can really help. So this is my personal plea to anybody that's been nice enough to stick around for this nearly 6 minutes to watch this video. This is my personal plea to don't feel like you've got to go through anything alone. Don't feel you haven't got good people around you. Sometimes we have and we overlook them completely. And reach out to the real people around you, the people that really care about you, because we all have people that genuinely care about us. And if all else fails, just drop a comment or message me yourself. I will listen to anyone. I will listen to anybody. And I'm a very sympathetic person and I'm a very sympathetic ear. And believe me, what you see with me is what you get. There's no malice, there's no hardship. Now, I'm sorry for just unloading. I never intended to fully unload like I did in this video. But I just hope that it will reach at least one person that will sit there and they'll watch it and they'll take a little something from it. Just know it's okay to not be okay. And if you're not okay, make sure you're taking the right steps to change that. Because you're worth a million times of what you may feel that you're worth. We're all worth that. We really are. So chin up and I'll speak to you soon.